horns this big, how does Haas hold his head up? Well, Watusis have very strong necks and extra shoulder muscles to help compensate. And while these horns may seem pretty big, they're actually mostly hollow, honeycombed with blood vessels and tissue. And that's why Watusi horns are so big. That's how they regulate body temperature. With horns this big, how does Haas hold his head up? Well, Watusis have very strong necks and extra. So everybody knows those dogs that just inhale their food. Well, watch how gently Pooh Bear eats his carrots. Since I don't do things like this with the brown bears, here are 3 ways I make sure they don't feel left out. Number 1, I make sure they get plenty of scratches. Number 2 is they...
Hi, Jack.
a bunch of treats. And number 3 is enrichment, whether it's playing with toys or a new scent to roll around in. Since I don't do things like this with the brown bears, here are 3 ways I make sure they don't feel left out. Number 1, I make sure they get plenty of scratches. Number 2 is they still get a bunch of treats. With horns this big, how does Haas hold his head up? Well, Watusis have very strong necks and extra shoulder muscles to help compensate. Why does Jimmy do this dance? This is his way of trying to impress a female. So why don't we get him a girlfriend? Well, when ostriches are around females, they get very aggressive and will attack anything, even at the risk of hurting themselves. Talk about being crazy in love. Why does Jimmy do this dance? This is his way of trying to impress a female. So why don't we get him a girlfriend? We made paper-mache Easter eggs so the bears could do an Easter egg hunt. Shaggy was the first to find an egg, and once he realized there were treats inside, he hoarded them all for himself. But Scooby didn't care too much. He was more interested in rolling around on them. We made paper-mache. How quickly do the animals take their treats? Haas gets super excited about his treats, and even tries to eat my hand. Jimmy could care less about food. Dude just wants to dance. Eddie is a very polite little guy, and Shaggy is very careful when he takes his treats. How do bears go months without eating? Well, how do our different animals react to the claw? Well, Haas just thought he was going to get some scratches. Eddie was excited because he wanted to get picked up, and I couldn't disappoint him. Storm pulled the Uno reverse and used her claws, and Jimmy said I was unworthy to touch his face. How do our different animals react to the claw? Well, Haas just thought he was going to get some scratches. Eddie was excited because he wanted to get picked up, and I couldn't disappoint them. Our bears woke up a month early. Normally, they go in their dens about the... How do our different animals react to the claw? Well, Haas just thought he was going to get some scratches. Eddie was excited because he wanted to get picked up, and I couldn't disappoint the little guy. Our... So one of the bears I work with had the zoomies, and I try not to play with them when they're all worked up, for safety reasons. But Storm was being good and listening, no bite. So we ran around for a while and then had a nice snack. What do our bears do during the winter? Bears are not true hibernators. They might still occasionally wake up to grab a quick snack or to just play around in the snow. But once our bears decide to den up, they don't come out again for about 3 months. Meet some of our sassiest animals. Haas gives very pointed reminders about when it's feeding time. We have to wear bite-proof gloves around food. Andrew has some major alpha male energy going on. And Sheila gets a kick out of wrestling. I'm an animal caretaker. I get to hang out. Hey, Eddie. Yeah. Morning, Eddie. Hi, Eddie. What are you doing? I know. Eddie. Hey, guys. Don't have anyone to kiss on New Year's? Well, I've got some options for you. Eddie. Hoss, just watch out for the horns. Toski, he's very slobbery. Big John, but his breath smells like apples. Jimmy, he's a little overeager. Or Storm. No, don't do that. Bears are dangerous. Animals are the friendliest. Pooh Bear is definitely one of our friendliest black bears, but Storm is right up there with him. Then we have Rose the fallow deer, Larry the water buffalo, and Husky the giraffe. But by far, our friendliest animal is Eddie the prairie dog. You want to know what the animals have been up to? Most of the bears are denning up in the winter, except for Storm and the other younger black bears. We moved Herman, Eddie, and Lila inside for the winter. Eddie. But I think Eddie prefers to live in my shirt. Big John has been pretty busy with his girlfriends, but he'll come over to collect the apple tax and maybe get a head scratch. And Hoss, he's pretty upset that I've been so busy lately. You want?
Why do you care so much about other individuals living their lives? Why is it affecting you? Do you have something up your ass or something?
Well, I can throw that right back at you. Why do you care so much about what I have to say?
Because you're affecting other people's rights. You're taking away people's choices. You are hurting people.
You say I'm here to take rights away.
Yes.
Do you agree life is a right?
I feel like if it's a clump of cells, then it's not alive.
No, but let's go back. Do you think every human being has a right to life?
Depending on how many weeks. But let's
So wait, hold on. Who's
No,
trying to take rights away?
Most individuals that are having abortions are going to be mothers that cannot afford it. They usually have already 2 to 3 kids, and a lot of time.
So it's acceptable to be able to murder your young if all of a sudden you don't have the money to support them. That you can murder your offspring if you're poor.
So in the first couple weeks, even though it's still not fully developed, doesn't even have a heartbeat, doesn't even have brain
Development
activity.
does not equal dignity. A human being is a human being regardless of the process of development that it is in. Period.
Hey, I got some new friends I'd like you to meet. For our 1 million subscribers. Hey, I got some new friends I'd like you to meet. For our 1 million subscribers celebration, allow me to introduce Toski. He's a 5-year-old articulated giraffe. And his buddy Puzzles, who's an 8-year-old giraffe. Hey, today I'm going in with the brown bears. Not me exactly. I dressed this dummy in some of my old clothes to see how the bears really feel about me. Don't be scared. You're gonna be all right. Oh, not the foot. Oh my goodness, he's ripping my guts out. Oh, don't crush his head. Oh. Hopefully that's not what Shaggy really wants to do to me. Today I'm going in with. We give our animals a bunch of different treats, and everybody loves peanut butter. Eddie, do you want some peanut butter? Well, this isn't usually how we give them peanut butter. We usually put it in feeding toys, or we'll spread it around their enclosure. But I kind of wanted to show off how gentle the animals can be. We give our animals a bunch of different treats, and everybody loves peanut butter. We usually put it in feeding toys, or we'll spread it around their enclosure. Let's rate the animals, but based off their danger level. Eddie and the prairie dogs get a 2 out of 10. They're super friendly, but have sharp teeth to bite with. Brown bears usually get a 10 out of 10, but Scooby and Shaggy are more like a 4. That's because I'm pretty safe as long as I'm outside their enclosure. Right now, Sheila is a 0 out of 10, but adult kangaroos can get pretty aggressive. Jimmy and the other ostriches get a 7 out of 10. These guys are pretty dangerous. Let's rate. We've got this fancy new glove to give the animals the best scratches. Let's see who likes it. Hey, buddy, what do you think of that, Tommy? That is so good. Okay, try this. No, don't eat it. What do you think, huh? Teddy, what are you doing? Let's rate more of the animals. Shaggy is a solid 10 out of 10. Even though I can't go in to play with him, he still loves getting his scratches. I give Sandman an 8 out of 10. I know he's a good boy, but he can be a bit of a drama queen. Sheila is another 10 out of 10. She's super cute and loves to cuddle. Honey is a 9.5 out of 10. She's usually pretty gentle, but also has a mischievous streak. Hey, let's rate some of the animals I work with. Pooh Bear is a 10 out of 10. He's super chill and pretty friendly. Eddie is a solid 9 out of 10. He's got a good attitude and he's just a small, fluffy boy. I'd say Hoss is an 8 out of 10. He's nice to look at, pretty chill, but he also hits me once in a while. Big John is an 8.5 out of 10. Super friendly, but I think he only wants me for my apples. Jimmy's definitely a 10 out of 10. He's got the best dance moves I've ever seen. Let's see how the animals like hugs. Come here. Hi, Jimmy. Do you want a hug? No? Let's see how. This is the best example of guy. Thinking that a 5'9", 165-pound human can take a 300-pound powerhouse of an animal like a bear in a fight and win. This is the best example of guy man. Thinking that a 5'9", 165-pound human can take a 300-pound powerhouse of an animal like a bear in a fight and win.
We plan to.
Will they bite? Just one scratches. Matt only has bottom teeth. Yes, but playful. No, just excitable. Of course, he is an alligator. Will they bite? No, just one scratches. Matt only.
How do the animals get their names? Some come with names like Sandman. Some don't even get names.
Like all of Big John's girlfriend.
They were raised.
Do I own all these animals? Here's your weekly critter updates. Do I own all these animals? Well, my family owns the park where the animals live, so all these guys are in my care. How can I tell which one's Big John?
He's the big one.
What was the first animal I worked with? Well, as a kid, I started working with animals like pigs.
And now I get to work with animals like bears.
First animal I worked with.
He's the big one.
Maintaining a relationship can be trying, especially when she's getting fat and all you want to do is jerk off the plant-based eggs rather than listen to her mouth. Hi, I'm spiritual advisor and marriage counselor David Kidd. Come to my one-week retreat and I'll show you how to learn real concepts. How about finding all your clothes too? You can look at the sessions, including a significant other. Developed in the 1950s by Marvin Cup. Cuckold therapy works.
It works for us.
It was truly a defining moment in our trust and commitment when a well-endowed dude was ravaging her while I worked on important to bring you closer together. After the trauma, you cling to each other, deep in shame. And that's what a good relationship is about. Burying the shame as deep as possible. You have to start at the bottom and work your way up. After you've seen another man use your wife as a urinal, it's your whole marriage in perspective. I'm David Kabir. Come to my 1-week marriage retreat. Sign up today.
No. It's a question for Hello. Screw this. I'm done.